is it's a word for word. So let me show you, okay? I mean, y'all need to understand, Stephanie, I know you're pretty awesome, but no, it's pretty good. I mean, I could not have done a better job. Number one, I don't have the patience for that, okay? I'd be a terrible doctor because I have no patience. I mean, broke. It's a little joke, but that's...
I got it.
Three of y'all got it.
You'll get it on the way home. Like you always.
So here is the setup. Number one, when you sit down with someone, thank them for their time, to introduce yourself with your personal story. And I was sharing with someone about this before. Why do we share a personal story with people? It helps. Write this down if you're taking notes. Our job is to lower people's barriers. Okay? I like your sweat. Is that a shirt or a sweater?
Oh my.
It's like Dalmatian, right?
Yeah.
It's cute. I just noticed it right now. It's been here 2 hours. I didn't even notice it. I'd be a terrible detective, I can tell you that. I went to the bank yesterday because I got a new debit card for my daughter Caitlin. Because of course I buy my car and then they want a gas card so I can put money every month, whatever. So anyway, so I went to the bank and I was there for half an hour with a lady, opened up the account, whatever, and everything. And I said, by the way, y'all have a water fountain? She was searched right there, and I looked. I'm like, I mean, it was literally right there. I'm like, wow, I'd be a terrible detective. I'm in America, thank God.
Not a good
So,
witness.
the reason why you tell your story is this, okay? When you tell your story, you're basically, I'm gonna say this. There's only two ways. Our job when we sit down with someone is to do two things: to get them to like us and trust us. Write that down. That's our job. Get them to like us and trust us. Why is that? Because people will not join your team, and people will not will not become your client if they don't like you or trust you. We'll all agree with that. So that's our job at an appointment, is to get them to like us and trust us. Now, I had 4 appointments today that went through. All 4 came on board. One of them was the gentleman that sold me my Jeep, right? Not the bad one, the good one.
The one that went to work at the pool. Yeah.
No. Well, that guy too, but this is another guy.
Oh.
See, I ended up getting points.
Go buy cars, you'll get some recruits.
Yeah, you just go look at cars, you'll get all these names. Well, this guy, so that guy ended up going to Leslie's Pools, but when he left, he directed me to somebody else, and that guy was a total jerk. But I called him, man. Well, actually, this another guy, young guy, he's 30 years old. No, he's 28. I think I told this story. His wife works at a doctor's office, and I met her back in January. Because when you're over 40, you get it's good to get an annual check. Actually, I don't care how old you are, you should get an annual check. But anyway, us guys are pretty hard-headed about that. But anyway, we only go when we're hurting. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Unbelievable. So if you don't hurt, you don't go to the doctor. But anyway, I go every year, and I met this lady who took my blood, and she was wearing these pants where you could see she had muscular looking legs, and I like to work out. I'm like, my gosh, I said, were you an athlete in college? She goes, yeah, I ran track. I'm like, wow. Well, you fast forward 10 months later, her husband works at the Jeep place where I bought my car, and we're just talking, so, I'm prospecting. Are you married, kids? Oh, yeah. Oh, what kind of work does your wife do? Oh, she works for so-and-so. I'm like, no way. He goes, yeah. I said, I think I met your wife. He goes, really? I said, yeah. Does she drop phlebotomy? She goes, yeah. I said, man, I met her. Really an awesome lady. And then he went to go do something, came back. He goes, by the way, my wife remembered you, which is pretty awesome. Right? I mean, they see like 30 patients a day, right? So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, he came on board today. Now, let me just show the background on this. So I invited him to meet with me last Tuesday. It was his day off. The day of the appointment, he texted me that it was his day off, but he had two cars to close, and he had to go. And he's like, Mr. Rolando, I can't afford not to close business. I said, no, man. Totally get you're married. You got a 3-year-old. Go for it. So on Sunday, and I don't know about you guys, but when somebody reschedules with you, you tend to think, I don't know how you take it, but even today, I mean, it's easy. It's easy to say don't take it personal, but you tend to take it personal sometimes. I don't know, maybe y'all are different. So it kind of hurts your feelings a little bit. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm like, man, are they just trying to cop out? Is that what you call a cop out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cop out. I mean, I don't get it. How can you just tell me the truth? Well, listen, my feelings got hurt. So on Sunday, I went ahead and sent him a text. What I got to lose is send a text out. Mm-hmm. I sent out 2 texts. One of them never got back to me. He didn't get back to me the last 2 weeks, even though he told me when to meet me on last Tuesday. So I was like, man, whatever. But this guy texted me back. He goes, thanks for reaching out to me. Yes, we can meet this Tuesday. So I met him today at 1:30. And I'm kidding you, within 20 minutes, we did his IBA. And great guy, young guy, 28. And so my point is, folks, the best thing we do in recruiting is telling your personal story. Because what we're doing is we're humanizing ourselves. Write that down. We're humanizing ourselves. People love to buy and they love to join someone they can relate with. Being relatable. I believe the number one reason why most folks are not great recruiters is, and I don't think you do it on purpose, or people do it on purpose, is we forget to tell our story. But I'm talking a short story. I'm not talking a long freaking story like, whatever, okay? I'm talking like a 2-minute infomercial about you. Like, Esmer, tell me about you. What is the best thing, besides your kids and stuff, like, how many kids do you have? 2 kids. Besides your kids, and besides your career, what's the best thing about you think?
The best thing about me?
Yeah. What have you done in your life that you feel good about that you did?
Done a lot of things, but I raised 2 young boys that are now men that
Okay.
don't drink, don't smoke.
Awesome.
They're godly.
So that's what I would do. In fact, I say that about my kids all the time. I said, I don't have perfect kids because I don't make perfect kids. But my daughters, I don't hear them cussing. They don't talk bad about other people. They pray before every meal. I took them to Disney World 2 years ago, not this summer, but last summer, and I bought this meal plan. We're there, just us, Monday through Sunday, and I bought the 3 meal plan. Every day we don't have to worry about anything. I prepaid everything, of course, and I don't know if you ever gone to Disney World, with the sun being down on you, you get thirsty, hungry, you become hangry, not hungry, but hangry, right?
Yeah.
You sit down and eat, and I was ready to dig in, and my kids, Dad, what? Dad, you gotta pray. And don't get me wrong, it could be embarrassing that I'm supposed to be leading them, right? But sometimes when you're hangry, you kind of just want to dig in, right? My point is, and it was every meal, Esmer, it wasn't just 1 or 2 meals. And that's when I knew that my kids were right. If they're good with God, man, I mean, nothing else matters, right? But, so this is what I would do if I were you. One day you'll be on your own on appointments, but even when you're with Dora doing appointments, I would share your personal story like in 1 minute or whatever. All you have to say is that. Listen, let me tell you why I'm here. First of all, a little bit about me, I would say, if I was you, right? I raised 2 young boys that are now men. They're God-fearing kids, and they're not perfect kids, but maybe they are, I don't know. But
No.
I would say they're not perfect kids, because I said about my kids, right? They're not perfect, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And I would say that. Why is that? You're related. You're going to be relatable to them, because when you're in sales or in our business, they think you're in sales. They think you're like a monster, a robot. When you share your personal story, John, it makes you feel just like a best friend.
That's right.
And so that is why it's so important that you tell your personal story, okay? In other words, when you do an appointment, your job is to connect with people. Connect, okay? Now, how do you get to know about them? So you share your personal story, and now it's your turn to find out about them. The reason why it's important that you share your personal story first is because it's kind of like this. If I meet Maida at a party or whatever, and I say, hey, how you doing? What is she gonna say? I'm good. How are you doing? It's reciprocated. It's just common sense. Or if you tell someone, hey, you dress very sharp, they'll probably find something about you. They may have to look really hard, but hey, they're gonna compliment you back. That's the way people are. You give someone a compliment, more than likely they're gonna compliment you back. So when you share your personal story with someone, now it opens a door. Oh, he shared. This is what they're thinking. Oh, well, he shared a story, personal story with me. It's okay for me now to share them with them. But they're not going to voluntarily give you the information you need. That's why you do needs. NEADS. Do you guys follow me? Anybody not understand what I'm talking about? So I'll role play with you, Esmer, because I don't think you've ever seen me do this before, right? So I just met you. Hey, first of all, Esmer, thank you so much for meeting me tonight. I know you're a very busy person. By the way, I have the script in there. I'm going to fast forward on it a little bit, but I appreciate your time, because I'm sure there's like a bazillion things you could be doing right now, like, I don't know, a lot of things that you want to do, but you took time to be with me, and I want to thank you so much for that. Why do we do that? Because we're being honorable people. You're being respectful of their time, and people love respect, okay? But you appreciate the fact that you are acknowledging that they're busy and they took time out. It's just a nice thing to do. It's just a great thing to do. A little bit of story about me. Esmer, the reason why I'm in this business, I'm from McAllen, Texas, a small little town in deep South Texas. I grew up with a dad, basically. I was 4 years old when my dad passed away. He died of a brain aneurysm. And my mom, I love my mom's my first hero. She raised 8 amazing kids, 5 boys, 3 girls. I mean, I never heard her complain or gritch and moan about how life was bad and life dealt her a bad hand. I mean, I don't know about you guys, being a single parent is a tough thing. Being a single parent with 8 kids to feed.
Yeah, for
Are you
real.
kidding me? And my mom didn't have a high school diploma. It was all blue collar work she did, you know, and my mom never complained, never played the victim card, never acted like life after. I never saw her cry about her situation. I'm sure she cried behind closed doors. Please understand that she's an incredible lady, but she never showed us that she was hurt. And anyway, she taught me, and this is what I told people on Facebook, if you ever watch if you saw my Facebook, I started again on Saturday. But I put on there, my mom never played the victim card, never played the race card, never played the oh, what was me card, never played the income inequality card. She played the work card. She said, Mijito, if you work hard, you can accomplish anything you want. And I was crazy enough to believe her, and sure enough, she was right. I went to college, got my degree in pharmacy, and then I started my own business and became successful. But Primerica, not my degree, Primerica is the one that taught me how to be financially independent. I joined the business at Esmer because I realized if I was not doing well financially, probably everybody I knew was probably in the same boat. And to me, helping people financially was, to me, was very rewarding. Does that make sense? So I want you to know the reason why I'm here is I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to educate you, if you don't mind, on how money works. And hopefully, if you see something you like, I can help you do that. Is that fair?
It's fair.
So again, that's my personal story. I probably went a little bit more than I usually go, but I want to make sure y'all understand. I'm making, like, the 2 or 3 minute speech that I do with someone, I'm making them feel like they know me.
Yes.
Because a lot of them are probably went through the same stuff I'm going through. Does that make sense? So, now we're gonna find out about them. It's called NEADS. N-E-A-D-S. So I'm gonna role play with you, Esmer, okay?
Yes, sir.
See, this is the thing. Imagine, wait, do you have a question, John? I thought you went like that. Okay, you were probably resting your arm? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
So this is my thing.
Forgot my tripod, so.
No, it's cool, man. I appreciate you. By the way, we appreciate you doing this.
Thank you.
There might only be 4 or 5 people that are watching, but to those 4 or 5 people, I heard a long time ago that in this world, you might only be one person, but you could be the world to that person, right? Did I say it correctly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah.
And I go back and watch it too.
Oh yeah, you can go back and
I
watch
go
them.
back and
I wish there was a way we could email them to people.
I can. I mean,
you
I
send
can. I
email
can.
them?
I can send Betty all the
Yeah.
links, and then she
Send
can
to
send
her,
it
but
out.
Also send it to me if you don't mind. That
Yeah.
way I can keep.
Man,
I can
that'd
keep
been
hold
awesome.
of
I
it, right?
keep going all the way through.
Oh yeah, that way you don't got to
All the
scroll
way
through
up.
weeks worth of group me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you could.
Actually, we can find a way to just post the links on your website, and that way it's a
Yeah,
live
that'd be great.
document,
Okay.
and then we
I don't
just
know how to do that.
yeah. Well, we can figure it out.
I don't either.
Well, I think Robert Bellon's gonna do it. Do you know how to do that? If I get you the password, you can go in and post them.
We can figure it out.
Okay, I'll
Let's
get
see.
Robert to give me the password and stuff. But that'd be great if you could do that. Not just for us, but when you get a new guy or gal in the business, Greg, you can direct them to that website, which is pretty awesome. Okay, going back to needs. Imagine, Esmer, that you can sit down with someone. Okay, this is the key to our business, okay? When I sat down with someone for the first time, Crisanta, if there was, think about this, if there was a way to find out what motivates someone, would you want to know about it or not?
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean,
Absolutely.
I used to sit down with someone for an hour, John, and I didn't even know what motivated them. So this technique called needs
That's you.
is a way in 2 or 3 minutes to find out what motivates someone and what doesn't motivate someone. So let me show what I mean. Esmer, tell me, what do you do now for a living?
I'm a juvenile case manager.
Okay, so let me write this down.
Hey.
Okay, again, I want to put it here. Okay. Not to be personal, again, not to be personal, Esmer, it gives you the right to be personal. Right? I learned that from Tom Hopkins. When you say not to be personal, not to be blunt, not to be frank, not to be direct, it gives you the right to be direct, frank, blunt, okay? It softens the blow, it's pretty cool. So, how long have you been doing this, working there? Más o menos.
18 years.
Okay. By the way, I'm writing it down so you can see that I'm paying attention. And you can if you want to at an appointment. But I just take mental notes. Okay. So 18 years. Wow, that's a long time. Ezra, you must love it. Then that's pretty good, right?
I enjoy my job, yes.
But and by the way, when I ask that question and I say you must love it, I want to find out if they love it or not. Some people will say not really. It pays the bills. Why do I want to know that? Because maybe they're looking for something else. Now the fact that you told me the opposite. Why is that important still? Because that means you love helping people. So either way, they're both good answers. I just want to find out which direction to go to bring them on board, right?
Yeah.
So the E stands for enjoy. So tell me, Esmer, what do you enjoy most about being a juvenile case manager?
the fact that I'm able to influence young people.
Okay. To make a difference then, huh?
Mhm.
Now, she said influence young people, and as you get better in the business, you'll be able to summarize it with words. So you like being a positive influence then, is that right?
That is correct.
That is awesome. So tell me, what is it, now I want to take it a step further, okay? Most people stop with just, that, but you can go even deeper than that. So tell me, Esmer, what is it about influencing other people or making a difference with other people appeals to you? What is it about that?
The fact that they come back to me later and thank me because of the influence I had in their lives, they decided to make an about face and make better choices for their lives.
I think that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is it about that they come back and thank you that you like?
It's very gratifying, and it just gives me a very, a lot of satisfaction knowing that I did a good job. And I made a difference in a young person's life to keep them out of the criminal justice system.
So let me just show you this. This is okay. So this right here, if you just apply this, right, the needs, the E stands for enjoy, and you stop where she told you she likes having to influence young people. If that's all you did, that's still pretty awesome. But let me show you now how to get your PhD in Primerica, okay? This is your bachelor's degree. That's 1 degree. Second degree or second tier, you went even after more, like deeper. She said she appreciates that they come and thank her for helping them. And then the third level or third degree is she likes it because it's gratifying. The real reason she does this is not, the influence is not, the real reason is she wants to do something special in her life that she feels like it's making a difference. She wants to be a difference maker. Do y'all follow me?
Yes.
Now again, if you stop here, you're fine. You'll still recruit people and all that stuff. But if you go even deeper, you're going to get to the core. Art Williams said, when you want to recruit someone, you got to grab their hearts.
Yep.
And the way you grab their heart is by finding out what makes them tick, right? Now, that's enjoy, right? Now, alter. This is what I would say. So Esmer, obviously you love what you do, and that's incredible. But if you could change anything, or if you could alter anything about your current career, or change anything about your current career, what would it be? Would it be more income? Maybe work less hours? What would be the number one thing that you would change if you could?
Probably more income.
Okay. Okay, great. So now listen to me. This is the first degree, right? More income. And tell me, Esmer, what is it about making more income that appeals to you?
I would like to be debt-free, and I would like to be, I would like to have more freedom.
Okay, debt free and freedom. And tell me why, and y'all need to, one thing I learned about school, man, is you gotta be good at taking notes. I meet a lot of people, and I've heard people tell me this, I'm just not a good a note taker. Well, then become it. Run out loud. If you know your deficiency, just work on it. I hate the excuses people make, excusitis. I told people this, when I was a pharmacist, the number one disease I saw in my pharmacy was not hypertension, not diabetes, it was excusitis.
Yeah, that's right.
Swelling of the excuse gland. It's a joke, by the way, okay? So, tell me, and this is the phraseology, and write this down, and, what is it about being debt free and having freedom that you enjoy, that you would enjoy? What is it about that you would enjoy?
I'd like to have the, I would like to be able to bless people,
Okay.
and that I would like to be able to, if I see a situation, for instance, another single parent that is struggling or something, I'd like to be able to
Help 'em out.
anonymously pay your
Yeah.
electric, or bless them in a way, and also, if I have the freedom, I would be able to work more closely with my church so that I could visit people that are in hospitals, in prison, or just be able to do more.
You want to visit people in prison, just go to regular jobs. You know what I mean, I'm joking, right? So this is my thing. So when you say you want more money, it's not really the money. When I hear people say money isn't everything, it's not the money, it's what money brings you.
That's right.
It's what money can buy. It can buy you more time.
That's right.
I've heard this, I haven't said this in a while, John, I don't think you've ever heard me say this. I heard a preacher once say that money can buy you a clock, but not time. Yes or no?
Yes.
Money can buy you medicine, but not health.
Yep.
Yes or no? Money can buy you insurance, but not safety. Yes or no? Money can buy you a bed, but not sleep. Money can buy you a house, but not a home. Money can buy you a cross, but not salvation. Money can buy you blood, but not life.
Yep.
Yes or no? That money can buy you a book, but not wisdom. That being said, how many of y'all would still like to make more money? The answer is
Yeah.
yes, right? So she wants to make more money, but the real reason is because it'll give her a chance to be debt free and have more freedom, which is less stress. And why is that important? Oh, that's the thing. And why? Write this down. I messed it up. And why is that important to you? And why is that important to you? Is the right verbiage. I paid $100. It's called Max Persuasion. I paid $100 back 20 years ago. I have an RVP. At the time it was an RL. And I said, let's go. Back then we didn't have internet, okay? And I said, let's go 50. It was just a conference call. I was going to put on speaker. I said, let's go 50. I'll pay 50, you pay 50. He said, nah, I don't need to waste my money on that. I invested $100. And this thing, this one thing he taught me, in this case, his name is, persuasion. Can't remember right now. Anyway, that's one little thing I added to my repertoire has helped me like you have no idea. Literally has probably made me a couple $100,000, minimum $100,000. So I got a good return on my investment, right? So my point is this: invest in yourself, read books, work on getting better, never feel bad about it. So yes, being debt free and freedom is important, but the real reason is you want to be able to free yourself from the shackles of debt and stress so you can bless other people. That's really what motivates you. So again, that's why I'm going, again, you don't have to go 3 tiers, but I do, okay? You can if you want, okay? It's kind of, and then, so that's NEAD, and then the S, oh, sorry, the D stands for this, let me write this up. Decision maker. So this is what I would say. As we're, besides yourself, if you were to decide to become a client of mine, or of ours, or even work with us or both, besides yourself, is there anybody else you have to consult with and ask for permission? Or is it totally your choice, your decision?
It would be my choice.
Okay, great. So that, what do I need to know that? Because I need to know who's the influencer in her life. If she says her husband or she says her son, then I want to meet them, okay? So it's important to know that. And then the last one, solution. And this is how I wrap it up, right? Esmer, Bates, a funny thing, so write that down. In fact, is the wording on there?
Yeah.
Hey Betty, can you scroll up a little bit?
Might be page 4.
Go to page 4. By the way, everything I just did and then some is all on here, okay? I didn't know. You wanna? No, I think we can go
No.
down. Hold on,
It's like page 1 or something, or 2,
Yeah, I think it's.
because it's early on in the presentation.
Yeah.
Control F.
What are we looking for?
Oh, you just passed it.
Yes.
Page
Scroll
2.
up just a little bit.
Page 2? Okay, on page 2. Oh yeah, we are. Go down a little bit.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
The other way.
More. No. Page 2.
Right there.
That,
Okay.
that
You
one
see it?
is too.
I don't even see it.
Right there.
Right there.
first
I
line.
mean 3. Page 3.
So it's not page 2.
No, it's page 3. Sorry.
Okay, page 3.
Made
Yeah,
us a
stop.
funny thing right there.
Right there.
Top.
Last thing
That's hard
is
to
this.
do.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm giving you the words. Nelson, let me show y'all something about success. If, this is the key to my Mercedes, right? So if again, it's not your car, it's my car, but if I give you the key to my car, will it start? Of course it will, because you have the key. You understand? I'm giving you the keys to being successful here. It doesn't matter how old you are. I don't care if you're 85, I don't care if you're 18. If you have the key and you turn the car on, it's gonna start.
That's right.
It doesn't matter if it's 1 in the morning, it doesn't, well, you know, as long as the battery is working, but it doesn't matter if it's 1 in the morning or 1 in the afternoon, it doesn't matter if it's a Saturday or a Sunday, it doesn't matter if it's a holiday or not. If you have the key, it's gonna work, right? Why do I share that with you? Everybody in this room that applies the information I'm sharing with you, I don't care if you're Rosalba, been here, I don't know, 3 months, 2 months, whatever, or someone's been here 10 or 15 or 20 years, if you follow the script, if you learn to internalize this, it's gonna unlock the doors to your success. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
So, the only reason anybody here will not be successful if you don't practice, drill, and rehearse, okay? So, it's a funny thing, Esmer, our company is looking for people just like you. Those that enjoy being in a business or career that's very gratifying, and also able to free up their time and money so they can bless others. I'm giving her more of what they like and less of what they don't like. Esmer, if I could show you a way on a part-time basis how to be in a career or business where you could, where it's very gratifying because you feel good about what you do. At the same time, you're able to bless others, not just financially, but also time-wise. Would that be a good thing or a bad thing for you?
It'd be a wonderful thing.
Wonderful thing, right? Listen to me, that's recruiting right there. I haven't even showed you the name of the company or what we do, but I'm already painting the picture of this Picasso. Do you guys follow me? That is recruiting 101, right?
So you're giving her more of what she likes, and you said there, you
And
called
giving her
it.
less of what she doesn't like. Yeah. Because I know here I asked her what would she change, she says she'd like to make more money, right? So you can we can word it different ways, Greg. You can say, we're looking for people just like you, and it's important you say that. You know, fate's a funny thing, and they say we're looking for people just like you. People that want to make more, people that want to be in a career that's very gratifying. In other words, feel good about what they do, not just work, but feel good about what they do, make a difference with their life. And two, be able to make more money so they can bless other people. Time-wise and money-wise. And the way you wrap it up is, Halden, is this. So if I could show you, Halden, how to do that. In other words, have a career that's self-gratifying, so you feel good about what you do, and make more income so you can bless other people with time and money. Is that a good thing or bad thing for you?
Good thing.
All I'm giving them is the same thing they're telling me. Do you guys follow me? Rosalba, if you learn how to do what I just did, you're gonna close. I'm telling you, okay? America's not about hocus pocus. It's about focus. It's not a magic trick. It's just focusing on what you want, okay? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to role play for about 5 minutes to each other and do the needs roll back and forth, okay? Here, I'll do that. You have another one?
You wanna do the next?
I'm gonna pause the video real quick and then we'll be back after we role play.
Well, I have the spot.
All right. I'm not trying to confuse. I'm just showing you. So I'm going to show you how to use needs, Crisanta, on closing life, closing securities. So let's talk about life insurance. So let's say, John, when you joined the business, did you have a life insurance policy before?
Yes,
Was it a whole life?
it was a term, but it was fixed to
Oh, no worries. Who had a whole life policy besides me when they joined the business? Anybody? Sandy, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna role play with you. So let's sit down with Sandy. So tell me, again, y'all need to hear me very closely, okay? Again, I'm using the same needs on closing for our services. So tell me, Sandy, what do you have now when it comes to life insurance? What do you have now?
Prudential.
Okay, Prudential, and is it a cash value policy, you know, or not sure?
Yeah.
And now, some people may not know what whole life is, universal life is, or cash value. So just ask them, listen to me very closely. All you ask them is it, because they're gonna say, I don't know what kind of policy it is. I would say, is it the kind that builds savings? That's all. Let me tell you why I say that. Unfortunately, I meet a lot of T people in Primerica that would go into a dissertation without, definition through Google, what a whole life policy is. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, like, really? Just simplify it. Is it the kind that builds cash? Again, is it the kind that builds cash? They can relate with that. I don't need to know if it's exactly whole life, I put up at 65, universal variable, quadruple life. I just want to know, is it the kind that builds cash? Yes, and why is that important to me? I know which direction to take, right? Now, so tell me, Sandy, what do you enjoy most about your current policy? What do you enjoy most about it? Now, some people have no idea why they enjoy it. I don't know.
It's just insurance.
Okay, so it gives you peace of mind then.
Right.
Again, I narrow it down. It's just insurance. Okay, peace of mind. That's great. I think that's awesome. You can see better at night knowing you have something, right?
Right.
You see what I'm doing? I'm reinforcing the fact that she's responsible enough that she has some kind of coverage, right? And this is what I would ask her. If you could change anything about your current policy, what would you change? Would you want to lower the price or get more coverage for your money? What would it be?
Lower the price.
Okay, so lower the price. Okay. Besides yourself, Sandy, is anybody else need to be involved? If you were to decide to change policies and change companies, in other words, you found something better, besides yourself, is there somebody else you have to talk with about it, or would it be just yourself? You could say consult. I'm gonna tell you a little joke real quick. They asked Juan to use the word consult. He's a third grader. He's in third grade school. And the teacher asked him to use consult in a sentence. He says, "I like my breakfast tacos consult." Anyway. So besides you, it's just yourself, correct? So solution number. Solution. Fate's a funny thing, Sandy. It wasn't that funny.
So
The
you've
taco
done
one's not that
staffing.
funny.
So you've done staffing. That's what I had to ask all
Really?
all the people I was paying. What's your solution number? What's
For
your
real?
solution? Yes.
That is awesome, right? So Fate's a funny thing, Sandy. Our company's looking for people just like you, people that enjoy having peace of mind, knowing they have some kind of coverage, but would love to find a way to maybe lower their premiums and get more bang for their buck. If I could show you how to do something like that, would that be a good thing or a bad thing for you? Did y'all see how I'm transitioning using needs? It's not just for recruiting. Let me do it now through a mutual fund. So let's say you have a CD. Y'all know what CD stands for, right? Certificates of depreciation, right? I know it's certificate of deposit, but it's really depreciation because it's lower. And in case y'all didn't know this, CDs are like 1%. If inflation's 3% and you're only getting 1% return, you're losing 2 percentage points every year. Over the course of 10 years, folks, that's 20% gone. It's a major deal. So let's say you have a CD at your bank earning 1%, okay? I'm just setting it up. So tell me, when it comes to your investing right now situation, Sandy, what kind of investments do you have now?
I just have a CD at the bank.
Okay. And tell me, how long have you had it? It doesn't matter what.
About 5 years.
5 years, okay. What do you enjoy most about your CD?
That it's giving me a percentage.
That you're
It's
getting
like
some
savings.
that you're getting some kind of return, right? So tell me, so basically it's like a forced savings. You have it there, right? So if you could change anything about your current investment, what would it be? Would it be maybe having a better return?
Yeah.
What do you think it'd be?
Having
More
a better-
flexibility?
More flexibility and a better return.
So y'all hear me, right? She wants a better return and more flexibility. Besides yourself, if you were to change investments because you found something better with more flexibility, better return, besides you, is there anybody else you have to talk with to make that decision, or it's just a personal decision?
It's just personal.
Okay. Well, fate's a funny thing. Our company prides itself in helping people just like you that have some kind of investment, but they want a better return and more flexibility. Do y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just giving them back what they're telling me,
Yeah.
right? So if I could do something like that for you, that'll be a good thing or a bad thing for you. Good thing? Okay, great. But y'all follow me? This needs, I'm telling you, I'm not and I mentioned this, whoever I was talking to earlier, I got on the 4 appointments, I can't remember what it was, but I'm not a natural conversationalist. In fact, I was talking to a lady here who came with Daniel and Leslie. I'm not a natural conversationalist. In other words, some people, like Greg, you seem like someone that can talk to a wall and have a conversation. You know what I mean, right? Having a tree, right? Because you're comfortable on your skin. You're comfortable with your personality. I'm an A personality, but I'm an introverted A. I love winning, but I have to work hard at the people skills part. I'd rather be, like, last night I was watching on Netflix Civil War. What do you call it? What company is that? Not DC Comics, the other one. Marvel. I saw it when it came out, but I saw it again last night and it was amazing. I watched it by myself and I'm happy with it. I don't need to have 20 people to be happy. I can totally be by myself. My point is, I actually enjoy it by myself. I don't have to worry about anybody else, right?
Yes.
So if given a choice, I kind of don't mind being by myself, right? So that's totally against our business because our business is about being around people, right? So I used acronyms. I use patterns, I use schedules to keep me focused, so I can stay focused on what I'm doing. So if I just follow the needs, I'm going to extract the information I need on someone's current situation, whether it be recruiting, whether it be their service or their product. I can also use it, you all follow me, right?
Yeah.
So if I were you guys, instead of winging it, I don't wing things, because winging, let me tell you why you should never wing something. 2 reasons. Number one, in times of stress, the body reverts to habit. Listen to me. In times of stress, the body reverts to habit. That means if you don't have a pattern, if you don't have a plan of action, and you get nervous with there's a client who doesn't talk much or keeps his arms crossed, and you get nervous, you're gonna be all over the place and you're not gonna stay focused. That's why it's important. But if you have a map, a GPS of something to follow, you can, even if you get nervous, you can go back to the pattern, right? The second reason you can't wing it, if you're training other people, well, how good of a trainer you're gonna be if you don't have a pattern? In other words, if your new rep that you're training sees you do like 100 different presentations, they're gonna get paralysis from analysis. I don't want that. I want a new recruit to see me do the boring pays you money. Boring. If your new recruit tells you, man, you're doing the same thing for, like all the time. Yeah. Boring makes you money. Right?
Yeah.
When you, it's like teaching. I mean, you have a pattern.
Yeah.
Now, to someone, and this is a problem in Primerica, we're always trying to teach old people new things. We should be teaching new people old things, right?
Yeah.
So again, that's the needs part. So now I'm going to wrap up with this. So, I'm again. In fact, I think Betty already emailed it to y'all, but where's the clicker?
Right there, right there.
So let me just show you. How many pages is it? 20? 10. Okay. Oh, really? It looked like 20 for an A. Okay, just to let you know.
I don't know if it'll work with the.
Well, it did earlier. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. How many of y'all have written this down? Anybody here? Leslie, you ever written it down? You wrote it down? Man, you're a beast, man. And I bet you helped her all the way, right, Stan?
Yeah.
But you word for word, or just gonna paraphrase? Okay, so you did it your own way. And by the way, that's okay. You did it word
Check
for
your
word.
email. He should.
Okay, because
Just
it
got
looks
sent
like
out.
word for word, man. Like wow.
I even had to slow it down because you talk very fast, so I had
Me?
to slow it down.
Eddie, I talk so slow, I bore people. I'm kidding. In fact, John was just telling me, I was talking to one of his new recruits, Leo, and we're talking Spanish back and forth, and John's like, man, he says, Hispanic people talk so fast, you know, that's what your
I
wife
said my
was
wife
saying.
said that,
Yeah,
not me.
and I said, you kidding? Cubans and Puerto Ricans, they talk super fast. What's the mano? I'm like, I'm sorry, I heard with mano, what? What's the mano? I'm sorry, what? I mean, even Mexicans like, dude, slow down, pause, right? So I understand, right? So this is what I tell people. If you think I talk fast, my mom is super fast, unbelievable. Okay, let's see here real quick.
This got emailed out, right? Just now?
It should have. Betty, did you already email it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, yeah. How do you go with your person? Pretty good? She looks like, is she open? When are y'all following up?
She's gonna bring her boyfriend in Thursday.
Thursday. Y'all, what time y'all meeting?
We don't
set it yet.
Okay.
I'll find out tomorrow.
I was trying to
You'll let me know
infiltrate
tomorrow?
that school
Okay, let me know
before
how
you
it
get.
goes, okay? Let's see. Well, I think we only had like two new guests today. Like Paula, Dora, and Stephanie for you all. So what I recommend is, look, y'all know that what we need to do is get more people here.
Yep.
But the most important person here is you. You go by Rosa, Rosalba. Rosalba, really? You never go by Rosa? What do you prefer? R-O-S-A-L, be like Victor or be like boy? Okay, Rosalba. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Okay. So let me tell you why. Married, you have one or two kids? Two kids, right? And listen, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. When y'all were on your cruise, right? She showed up for training and outline and training. And listen, you're gonna have sometimes you're gonna have. Not saying in a bad way, negative spouses. What I mean is, you may have a partner. This is what's weird about our business. Single people wish they had a partner, man. I'd be great too if I had Anita on my team. If I had a woman that's gonna support me, or man, I'd do great if I had a Leslie on my team, or that does appointments for me, whatever. Be careful what you wish for, because sometimes a partner can be the worst part. I'm not saying they're mean people, but sometimes, okay, partners can be very negative influence on you. So if you're single, be grateful you're single. If you're married, be grateful you're married. The grass always looks greener to the side. Trust me, unless you're just have that because Chewy's the most positive guy in the history of the world. But you know what I mean, right? And so she was telling me she needed to be here that week, and I'm so glad. Listen, competence gives you confidence. Competence gives you confidence, right? So always come. You should always want to come to practice and learn and stuff. Okay. Let's see here. That's a dime right there. How many of y'all understand what the dime? How do you calculate the dime? Do you understand that? Do you understand dime, Rosalba? You promise? Really? But you know how to it's used to calculate what? How much life insurance? Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about the words. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I like that. See, you're confident. She was wrong, but she was confident. Okay. No, I thought, wow, she already knows that. Okay. Before, when I joined the business, we had no intranet. We had no apps on our phone. We didn't have phones, right? So this is how we calculated how much life insurance somebody needs. I was just talking to JD about this because he has a close coming up. And I use Dime now to calculate how much coverage somebody needs. So I'll just use his example. The D stands for debt. Debt without a mortgage, okay? Now, some people use that for death expenses. If you want, you can use either one. The way I learned it originally was debt without a mortgage. Income, so you put here yearly income times 10. M stands for mortgage. E stands for education for the children, okay? And there's a rule of thumb. If they have one child, that equals to 50,000. If they have two kids, right, two children, then it's 100,000. So it's 50,000 per child that you add to the face amount. So for example, I believe this client had 215,000. Was it 215?
Yes.
215,000 of debt. That was everything though. That's in mortgage and everything, right? I believe actually the mortgage was 150,000, or pretty close to that, 150 by 150. The rest was non-mortgage, so it was what is that, 75,000? Right. So 75,000 was non-mortgage, right? Okay. Income it's about 6,000 a month times 12 times 10. I'm sorry, times 12. That's 72,000, right? Times 10, so it's 720,000. So to replace her income in this case, just on the replacing the income, it's 720,000. 75,000 for the non-mortgage debt, another 150. She's in her early 50s. She gave a commitment of $96. So in reality, more likely she's not able to afford what she really needs. So this is what I tell people, okay, my reps. I would not go into someone's house and give her what she really needs, and if it's like $400 a month, it's like kind of a turnoff. So you have to like tone it down, and this is what I would do. Okay, is it okay, racist? Okay. I just wanted to show you how you figure it out. Okay. All right. So I think it came out to like 920,000 is what she would need, but at her age, I would say it's probably gonna be about, I don't know, let's just say $250 a month. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay. So if she only gave a $96 commitment, I would not use this as one of the things, right? This is what I would do. I would give her. You have to kind of like use your common sense in this. What I would do, I would put 100,000. That would be A. Okay, let me do this. B would be it's $100 a month, right? Okay, darn it. Okay, 100,000. The next one would be like say 200, and C would be say 300,000. Now again, she probably needs 800,000, but her kids are already 26, they're out of the house. I would just work on getting some kind of coverage for now. And this might be about, I don't know, $110 a month. This might be about 180, I don't know. This could be maybe $200 a month, I don't know. Yes, sir.
I have a question. So with her, if she has no dependents anymore, does she need the 10 times her annual income? I mean, you're
probably
obviously
probably not. So that's why I would use this.
Just to make sure her debt's covered so that kids don't inherit debt.
Her mortgage is 150. Her credit card debt is another 75. So maybe 225 is really all she needs. I don't know. But in the meantime, because her budget's really low, I want to get her on something at least.
Right.
According to JD, she already has 100,000 of coverage, but it's accidental death.
That's not covered.
Accidental death. I don't know if y'all know this or not. Less than 1% of all deaths last year were based on an accident. Less than 1%. So if somebody has accident insurance or whatever it's called, it's like there's no way you can win that one. I mean, the chances of you dying in an accident are like less than 1%. Those are terrible odds,
so
right?
They just hear accident and think like car wreck and stuff
right,
like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And with
Yeah,
those, you have to
that's the
die
only way
on
they
the
pay.
scene and everything, right?
Huh?
With those, most of the time, you have to die on the scene.
Right. Have y'all ever heard of when you go to the airport, you buy this flight? I don't know what it's called. Flight insurance.
Yeah, flight insurance.
Yeah. The only way they'll pay if you read the fine print is if you have to die on impact. If you're in an airplane and you crash and you live 5 minutes, they're not going to pay. You didn't die on impact. If you die in the hospital because of complications a day later, you know, eventually you die, whatever, they don't pay. You have to die on impact. So my point is, there's a lot of loopholes.
Yeah.
I know you think that's impossible. When I was trained as one of my RVPs, we went to West Texas, Balmorhea, Texas, Pecos, Texas. One of my appointments, it was like 9 ladies, and they had a paper bag with all their policies, right? I kid you not. Some had 5 policies, some had 10
Holy
policies.
cow.
And I went through, it was American National, right? And I went through the policy, and one of them was they'd only pay if you drown if you drowned.
Right.
So I asked the lady, "Do you have a pool?" She goes, "No." I was always, "Man, what do you mean?" Well, I showed her this one says that you have to drown in a pool for them to pay. And she goes, "Why would they sell me that? Because they know they'll never have to pay."
Right.
This other lady, I asked her, I said, "Do you
cow.
drive a bus for school? Like, do you go pick up kids? I mean, you work for the ISD?" And she goes, "No, why?" Because this policy says they're only going to pay if you die in a bus accident. I figured that's what you do every day. You driving kids. She goes, "No, I've never even been in a bus."
Holy
So
cow.
my point is, there's a lot of sleazy companies and agents that sell crap stuff to people. We're the last defense these people have. By the way, I told you this was the finger that actually it's right here. You see that scar right there? That's where I was in organic chemistry, and I then put glycerin around the little flask and the beaker, and I went like that, and I went through the hose, and I started bleeding. It was crazy. Anyway, my brother sewed me up. Anyway, yes, sir.
So you've already presented Diamond and you find out it doesn't work. Now you've got to transition back down to here. How do you do that?
I don't understand.
So,
You brought that dime to the table. You brought it up, right? You said you need this, 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 and this, and then you find out they can't afford none of that. How did you transition and say, "Oh, okay"?
Oh, it's real simple. So, let me ask you this: what would be a good dream car for you? If you're going to buy a car, what would you like? Huh?
Lamborghini.
Okay. They cost about what? About 280? Let's just say 280. Let's say 280. You can't afford a 280 car, a $280 car, but hey, if you don't have a car, hey, a $10,000. What's a cheap car now? I don't even know.
Nissan Versa Note.
What do they cost? About 10 grand? I don't even know.
Yeah. It's 12 grand brand new.
Nissan Versa Note costs about 10 grand. Why don't we go ahead and get started on this
What
car
I got,
right
baby.
now, and in a few years we'll work on your
40 miles
Lamborghini. Is
to the
that fair?
gallon.
I mean, my point is, I think that's what you're asking me. They need X amount of money of coverage, but they only have they have this amount for the budget.
Yeah.
Let's get you on something for now, and once you pay off some debt, once you accumulate more income, we can increase the policy.
Was it going to be easy for me to? I'm getting older. 10 years might get myself started, but 10 years from now, it's going to cost me even more to get some kind of insurance. It's kind of like what I would.
Well, I heard this. I heard this a long time ago, Greg, that the best time to plant an oak tree was 100 years ago, but the best time is today. So let's get you started on what we can right now. Let's worry about the future later. Make sense? Yesterday's history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today is a gift. That's what they call it, the present. Let's focus on the present. Fair enough? And my point is that you got to be ready for rebuttals. Ready for rebuttals, right? Anyway, I'm gonna close out there. I mean, I think we went over it. I apologize, man. If you cannot tell, I don't like what we do. I love what we do, and more than that, I enjoy. I enjoy Leslie and Daniel kicking butt.
Yeah.
I enjoy Nelson breaking records. I enjoy Alicia helping people and reaching their goals and dreams, and Dora and you guys. That is where I get my pleasure from. Don't get me wrong. My clients, my number one client is you guys. It's not my actual client anymore. It's me coaching Stephanie to reach her goals and dreams. So like I told Leo, send me a text about so John had a guy come in. He had 2 today, but one of them came in, young guy, the 24-year-old guy. He promised his friend he'd go to, what was the term?
Online marketing.
Which is another code name for Amway. And we told him, is that Amway? Because we recruited him tonight before he went to his
yesterday he
friend.
told me that. I was like, oh, that sounds like Amway.
Yeah, and so we were sitting down with him. We went ahead and got the IBA. He loved what we did. He goes, I don't understand. I've been praying to God. He came on board. He went ahead and rushed out to the Amway meeting. Again, he didn't know what it's called, online marketing. So he texted us both back because I think he was I don't know. He texted me too, but he said on there, y'all were right. It was Amway. That crazy?
Yeah.
So my point is that I don't know what my point was.
Join
I
Primerica.
love what we do.
You're
You love what we
Yes.
do. There you
That's
go.
what he said. He said, this is what I sold him on. Listen, we don't sell soap on a rope. We don't sell lotions and potions. We just change people's lives. Can you see how this makes a difference in people's lives? He goes, yeah. See, he's not just making money. He's making money by doing the right thing.
Right.
So my point is, I enjoy getting better, so I can help you all get better too. Okay. But I'm proud of you guys for coming. I really believe this. I believe in 90 days from now, we're gonna have a lot more new people in here.
Yep.
Okay. Esmer's son's gonna start kicking butt. Greg, you're gonna start being one of our top people here. Maya, you're gonna start kicking butt, leading the leaders bulletin. But you gotta believe it. You gotta believe in yourself, right? All we can do, me, Mike, Lucio, your coaches, is provide the education. You know, Daniel. I mean, stand up real quick. I'm gonna show you this guy.
Sharp.
Look, he's wearing a tie clip. Is that
He wears a
first time
suit
you're wearing this?
every week.
Well, I've never noticed it before, but now he's wearing a tie clip, man. Is that amazing? When you join Primerica, do you have a tie clip even? Isn't that great? That's for me. Listen, when I joined Primerica, man, I didn't have a suit. I had a sport coat. I wore two things, a funeral and a wedding, because I was broke and I didn't have to wear suits every day. I wear a shirt and tie, but I have to wear a smock at the pharmacy. We're all growing and adapting, right? And you had, how many guests you invited for the odd night?
5 total, Stephanie's only one.
Yeah, so you got 1 out of 5. And I believe you all had, I thought you had told me 2 people coming to 11 o'clock.
2, but the other one didn't.
But 1 showed up.
Yeah.
We got 1 recruit there. Hopefully we got another one here. Maybe 2 for tonight, or her and her boyfriend will come on board. And he was showing me last Friday after training. He was like, let me show you what I'm doing. And I'm like, he's like a different guy. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, what happened to you? You've been Primericanized. I love it. I love it. I love seeing people improve and get better, you know? So anybody have any questions, anything I covered? Okay, Friday, annual compliance meeting, 6:30 if you have an investment license. If you don't, it's at 7 p.m., okay? We do have PFSU this weekend, so make sure you encourage your people to show up. And I won't be here Friday because I'm going to be going to Mesquite, Texas to go train. Marco has 7 appointments for me this weekend. And so I'll be helping them there, okay, guys? All right, thank you very much, guys. Hit the top. Okay?